Up with KREM begins now.
Right now on Up with KREM, Governor Inslee pumped the brakes on the reopening plan. He just announced this week that all Washington counties are staying in their current phases for now. This morning, what the pause means for struggling businesses in our area.
And another issue for Boeing and its 737 MAX jet. What air safety officials are now demanding from the company.
And we're going to take you outside on what's shaping up to be a rather warm Wednesday. Tomorrow could be our first time hitting 80 degrees in parts of the inland Northwest.
6:30 on your Wednesday. Good morning and welcome to Up with KREM. Today marks 60 years since the Alan Shepard became the first American in space. Shepard rode a Project Mercury capsule 115 miles in a suborbital flight and came back to Earth safely. The Mercury capsule, dubbed the Freedom 7, weighed 2,300 pounds. Shepard experienced about 5 minutes of weightlessness and suffered no adverse physical effects from the flight. Oh, I love that old footage and a look back in history.
Seriously. My
He's
goodness.
the first American dude to experience zero gravity.
What would that feel like?
I have no idea. Can you imagine? Like, I've definitely done some free falling, like some skydiving. I've hit some pretty big cliffs on some skis. I've jumped off a bridge into what? Don't jump off bridges into water.
Pro tip.
Pro tip. And like, you know, you feel it, but you got wind and stuff around you. It's got to be way different.
You know, I have a feeling that we're going to be able to feel zero gravity at some point in our lifetime. Jeremy, we might be 95 to 100 years old, but if given the opportunity, I'm going to do it.
Oh, for sure.
Totally. All right, 6:31 now, though. Let's get you out the door. Jeremy, what can we expect on this Wednesday?
Ooh, a warm one. It's a beautiful start to the day. A lack of cloud cover in the sky. I mean, look at Lake Coeur d'Alene. It's just beckoning you to jump in. But wear the life jacket. Water still rather cold out there despite some of our warmer temperatures. We are staying quite mild though. Temps above freezing across the inland Northwest this morning. And I'm going to tell you why I think now you're pretty safe to get out and plant some of those more fragile plants here in the next week or so. A lack of cloud cover this morning would otherwise have temperatures dropping, but we stayed pretty mild and we'll see a few more clouds build throughout the day, but expect a day very similar to what we saw yesterday. See all that green on the radar? Nah. I'm not worried about that. Instead, what I think is going to happen is that we see a mix of clouds and sun throughout the day as temperatures climb. We're up near 50 degrees here in the 8 o'clock hour, by 9 in the 50s, by 10 near 60, and by this afternoon temps top out in the low 70s across the inland Northwest. Tim?
Jeremy, thanks so much. Right now in Washington, after weeks of warnings about reopenings, rollbacks, Governor Jay Inslee announced everyone is staying put. This morning, all Washington counties will stay in their current phase of reopening. KREM 2's Brandon T. Jones joins us now. Brandon, what does this mean for Spokane County?
Tim, restaurants were bracing themselves all across the region for a possible setback, but they got some huge news yesterday when they were announced that they would be in Spokane phase 3 for the next 2 weeks. So in that pause, state officials will then evaluate COVID-19 data and make another decision. Governor Inslee said he made the decision after consulting with the State Department of Health, and recent data from the DOH shows a plateau in virus activity. Inslee also said the 4th coronavirus wave has been less severe. Spokane Health Officer Dr. Frank Velasquez said he appreciates Inslee's decision, saying the 2 weeks will give Spokane time to distribute more vaccines, to double down on compliance with other protocols, and to get a better sense of where we're trending. He's hopeful we can remain in phase 3 after this pause, but says we still have a long way to go.
2 weeks is a good period of time, but sometimes it's not long enough for trends to go in a different direction. Hopefully these 2 weeks will make a significant difference. I do believe that just when we look at the progress we've made in immunizations, if we continue moving forward, particularly with our younger generations, we should see the benefits of that over the next few weeks.
Governor Inslee mentioned that local health officers still have the power to implement their own restrictions or move their own jurisdictions back in phases, but Dr. Velasquez says he's not considering doing that in Spokane as of now. So as you can imagine, a lot of restaurants like the one I'm standing in front of right now have a sense of relief in terms of just being able to operate and not have the stress of moving back and forth and just having to adjust to all of the different protocols. Those new protocols will be evaluated again in 2 weeks. But as for now, 4 counties in the state of Washington remain in phase 2. That's Pierce, Whitman, Cowlitz, and Ferry counties. They'll remain in phase 2 for the next 2 weeks, but the rest are in phase 3. Tim, Dana Marie.
Brandon, thanks so much for tracking that for us. Here's 3 things you need to know about COVID-19 today.
First, the Biden administration is shifting its vaccination strategy away from herd immunity. Instead, they're setting a new goal to get 70% of American adults at least 1 dose by the 4th of July. Right now, we're close to 56%. The new approach has an emphasis on vaccinating younger people, smaller vaccine sites, and walk-in availability.
2, Walmart is joining the list of places where customers can walk in and get a shot. The nation's biggest retailer says its pharmacy locations across the country will now start accepting walk-up COVID-19 vaccine appointments. The company's head of health and wellness says widespread vaccination is the only way to end the pandemic.
And 3, Target has an incentive for people getting the COVID-19 vaccine. The retailer says starting this week, anyone who gets vaccinated at CVS pharmacies inside Target stores will get a $5 coupon. The big box chain says it's making an effort to offer the general public and employees as a support of the vaccination efforts.
Right now, Boeing is facing setbacks with its 737 MAX. The FAA has new concerns about the plane. The FAA just issued an airworthiness directive aimed at potential corrosion affecting MAX engines. The agency is also asking Boeing to provide proof that an electrical grounding issue won't affect subsystems on the aircraft. This latest directive doesn't impact Boeing's entire fleet of MAX planes, only a specific group of MAX jets, which adds up to about 109 jets in service worldwide. Airlines were expecting Boeing to send them a fix for the electrical problem this week so they could get them back in service. But this potential engine corrosion issue will likely push that timeline back. And we should mention that all of this is unrelated to the flight control problem that grounded the fleet 2 years ago.
Well, if you're a fan of macaroni and cheese, you probably already know about Mac Daddy's. What you might not know is that they're opening a second location, so more opportunities to just dive into this amazing opportunity. Nicole Hernandez is there at the site this morning. She has been making all of us jealous at home and starving this morning. What do you got there, Nicole? I see her in the kitchen.
Dana Marie, I've got my gloves on and I am ready. I am joining the chefs back here because we are going to finish off and top off their mac and cheese burger. First of all, look, they've got it on a spatula ready to go for me. Okay, this is like pressure.
Slide it right on top there.
Slide it right on?
Yep. And
Oh.
then the top goes right on top of that.
Here, let's put the top on over here with our
All right.
photographer. Ready?
Here you guys.
Look at that. And then I get to ding the bell. Order up. Look at that. Does that not look absolutely amazing? They've been serving us some of the best food this morning. Not only does it look good, also tastes amazing. So we're at their new location on Newport Highway. We're right across the street from the Target up here north. And we also have co-owner Jeremy here, who is going to talk a little bit about why this is so exciting for them. Obviously, you guys had a tough year from the pandemic this past year. So what does this mean to you guys opening this new location?
Well, thanks, Chef Nicole. It's exciting. It's good to be open again. I know Spokane and the rest of the country wants to get open. The bar industry, the restaurant industry, it's resilient. And it's been tough, but I think everybody's coming together around America, especially here in Spokane. I know we're all excited, and it's going to be good to be back open, so come check us out. Our new hours start tomorrow from 11 till 9, and it'll be Sunday through Thursday, 11 to 9, Fridays and Saturdays, 11 to 11. So come see us at Mac Daddy's North, and check us out at Road Park Square as well.
Awesome.
Food court.
And then Jeremy was also saying that they decided specifically to do their grand opening today on Cinco de Mayo because this is the old El Sombrero building. So very exciting. It'll be an annual tradition to have a little bit of a Cinco de Mayo celebration. So if you're interested in celebrating with the mac and cheese, today is definitely the day to do it. And I am going to start munching on these French fries while you guys talk about the news. So have a good one, guys.
Unfair. All of that looks delicious. Nicole, thanks so much. She's got a rough job this morning. Look at that burger. A mac and cheese burger. I've never heard of that, but I need it in my life. All right, Nicole, thanks so much. Well, it is Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month, and here on Up with KREM, we are celebrating all month long by featuring local businesses and restaurants. After the break, Mangrove Cafe joins us live on air. We're going to talk about more food. We're going to talk to the owner about the techniques they use to make their dishes.
What am I doing eating oatmeal this morning?
Right, I'm eating a banana.
Yeah, like there is nothing good about my meal, and we are talking about nothing but good food today. Hey, I've also got a great forecast coming up. A great forecast for getting outside and hitting one of these patios in the days to come.